So here's the museum at night on the outside. Josh had a good point. Imagine trick-or-treating here. She better give the full-size candy bars. So we're here at the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum in Boston. So we're gonna give a tour today, and I hope you enjoy. Josh has been here multiple times. He really enjoys it. I'm going to weave in some footage from when I was here a month ago, but I didn't really do too much. Like vlogging like this, I was just taking videos of what was in front of me. But if you notice, I'm on a scooter. I used the scooter that day for the first 2 floors. So I did want to use that footage because today I brought a tape measure because I'm going to measure some of the door frames, because it seemed like by the grace of God that I got through some of those door frames because they are so narrow. So I wanted to give
One right there.
Yeah, oh, that's a perfect one. I'm going to measure right in a minute because I was surprised I got through, so I just want to see for other people's reference how wide these door frames are. And the elevator was like really small for the scooter, so it was really hard to turn around in the elevator.
But and there's a seat.
There is a seat in there, but like I don't have enough time to sit down and get up, you know. But when I used my scooter one time when I tried to back out of it, I crashed into something. I'll show you guys what I crashed into. And I was nervous because everything here is really expensive. So I parked the scooter for the last 2 floors. So if you see a scooter, that explains that. But today, I didn't bring it because we're just doing a short tour. So I hope you enjoy. This is the main entrance when you go into the museum, where they check your bags, and then there's a coat check section after that. This is the cafe right over here. You can eat in. This is, I think, called the living room, but you can store your coats, and there's some reading materials in there. So we're on the new wing now, on the 2nd floor, to check out this gallery. And actually, the artwork on this gallery gets moved in this elevator, that's why it's so big. The new wing holds different exhibits, and the one that we saw in May was an exhibit by Betty Saar. So right now I'm in front of Calderwall Hall, and this is where the theater is. I'm going to show it. This is in the new part of the museum. I recommend going into this hall first. Right now it's in progress, but they show like a 15-minute video that explains Isabella Stewart Gardner's life, and it gives a lot of perspective on the art and her. So I recommend seeing that before you go in the palace. I know that it's tempting because it says palace and you want to see the garden, but I recommend going on this side, the new side first. It's up on the 2nd floor. This is the big green elevator, just to get some perspective before you tour the museum.
In partnership with Berenson, among other advisors, Isabella and Jack began amassing the astonishing collection you're about to explore. In 1891, Isabella inherited $1.75 million from her father, which transformed the scope of her collecting.
Alrighty, girls.
So now we're back on the main floor and we're heading to the palace. So they do have audio guides, which is great, except I don't really think it's that accessible for people who are blind to find these because they're a QR code on these plaques that don't seem to have any braille on them or anything. These are all real flowers, and they have different flowers depending on the season. If you wanted to sit, it's good. There's right here. See if I can fit in here. So I did make it into this room, and throughout this vlog you'll hear me griping about some of the door frames to some of the smaller rooms off of the main rooms. But if you look at all the artwork all so close together, Isabella actually said in her will that she didn't want anything moved from the way that she put it. So I'm sure that's one of the reasons why they would be hesitant to widen the door frames for accessibility reasons. Also, if you look, there's no placards explaining and interpreting the art, so she really wanted people to just interpret and decide whether they like the art on their own. At the information desk, you can get these cool little scavenger hunts, which is especially good if you bring kids. This is the main entrance. So this is like the foyer.
This is her personal entrance.
This is her personal entrance. Can you imagine getting like a ding dong ditch at this house?
I know.
I'd be scared.
For egging the house.
Yeah, but
Toilet paper.
Imagine just getting your Amazon delivery. You have to go all the way through this whole house to go to this front door. This is the elevator here. This right here is where the elevator gets out. And then it goes in here, which I assume it's a dining room.
It's cold.
Oh yeah, it feels nice in here.
I really like that one of the saint over there. I forget her name. She had a pretty name.
We'll see.
Camilla.
There's your empty frame.
Oh, where? Oh, these are the empty frames. Why didn't I notice these?
Huge empty frames.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about the
There was
art
a
heist?
heist in the 90s. I forget what year exactly.
I
but
think it
there
was
a heist.
1990.
And this person like stole a ton of work.
Well, we don't know who. It could have been multiple people. I think it was 2 people. I don't know. There's a Netflix documentary about
It's
it.
a really good Netflix documentary. Highly recommend.
And it's a $10 million tip if you know any information. And all around the museum, certain pieces of art were cut out of the frames, and they left the frames so that way they could be returned exactly where they belong. So it's a pretty cool treasure hunt as you go around to try to find the hidden frames. Okay, so I'm going to measure this wall around. So I can, okay. Okay. Like 28 inches. Yeah, 28 inches. That's pretty narrow, I feel. I don't know what a standard door frame is,
Wanna
but
stand in there?
this is for comparison. How narrow it is.
So narrow.
So, just a comparison.
Oh, hey. I gotta go bail Danielle out of art jail right now.
Why?
Oh, wait, should I do that again?
Well, just explain why I'm in jail.
Danielle was caught by the art gallery police. Danielle was knocking over art pieces.
Okay, hold on. I literally got in trouble doing my work that I just said I was going to do, measuring the door frame, because I'm like, excuse me, there's like a piece of art that you almost just knocked over. Can you be careful when you're smacking the door? If you're like, why are you measuring things? And so I'm already in trouble. Off the vlog. So this whole incident is what got me in trouble. Even though I was like 3 inches below the frame, and when I was inside the door frame, I was nowhere near it. I wasn't even on the same side of the wall. But you can decide whether I'm guilty or not. So the smallest door frame that I found was like 24 inches wide. So according to the ADA, the minimum is supposed to be 32 inches. But if you're doing new construction, they recommend 36 inches. So again, this is like a historical building that got grandfathered into these regulations, but I think that's just something that's important to note, and it will also help you reference whatever wheelchair or mobility aid that you're using if you plan on visiting.
No!
I was wondering if that's a donation.
What do you call it? The alms?
Catholic Church.
Mass. When you
We go to Catholic Church has, you know,
What did he call that?
has made us think everything's related to church.
I know.
It's just a plate. It's a pastry plate.
Was it actually like a meal
I
plate?
don't know what it is. Let's see.
Wait, there's many. There's many around.
Oh, there's many?
There's
I mean,
one.
isn't this like a dining room?
Oh, that's true.
What is a tapestry room?
Do you see all the tapestries around you?
Yeah, but aren't tapestry just
Look at this
curtains?
illuminated manuscript. I love medieval
Aren't
illuminated
tapestries
manuscripts.
just a live reading of Latin from
Okay.
someone who has 2 years experience in Latin?
Okay, I'll go first. Canon inclinatus noctis manibus e egitor dementriflim pater
Dementriflim? I don't think that's Latin.
periafium sibritu bilium tuum dominum Ave Maria, gratia plena Dominus tecum, benedicta
That's
tu in
not what it
pluribus,
says.
benedictus fructus ventris tui, Iesus, Sancta Maria Mater Dei, ora pro nobis peccatoribus, nunc et in hora mortis nostrae.
It does say.
Amen.
This part down here is called the
It's a
predella.
nice slab of rock.
Well, careful. So here were some empty spots where items were stolen.
See, Danielle, this is what you can touch.
Okay, if I touch it, an alarm's gonna go off.
I know. These objects were stolen from the Gardner
Oh,
Museum.
1990, I was right. I did look this up, so.
So, why does Edgar Dejas
He
sound
did
familiar?
the ballerina.
What ballerina?
Like the ballerina, the one that goes.
I'll do a side. Yeah,
You reenact it again.
yeah, reenact it again.
Get a full
yeah.
body of him. Full body. No, hold
Do it
it.
again.
Hold the full body.
I can't do it like the ballerina does this.
You have to get the whole body.
Like it's like a portrait.
Okay, and then I'll do a side by side.
Hold it. Hold it. There we go. There we go.
No shortage of chairs here. View from the second floor. It's not snowing, they're just letting someone else borrow it. These elevators were super tricky to maneuver with my scooter. It is accessible in here. I'm assuming it would be fine if you have a powered wheelchair. The scooter's just longer, so I was getting kind of nervous trying to maneuver because I accidentally smashed into like a glass casing. So thankfully it was glass because I'd probably go broke having to repair something in here. So I parked the scooter until I finished the third and fourth floor. This is where I crashed last week, and now it's not last week, 2 weeks ago, and now it's all like boarded up. Just to clarify, I checked after the crash and I didn't damage anything, but that was what was behind the glass case. But look how narrow this hallway is when you're trying to back out from the elevator. It's just really super narrow.
I love the cathedral. Okay. Isabella's gorgeous. See, John Singer Sargent. I think Pam knows Sargent.
Okay.
You hear that, Audrey?
Oh my god, too many names.
So you've said everything on here is your favorite.
I love art. I can't help
Why
it.
is this dark? Why is this dark? Oh my god, that's scary.
I would measure this door frame.
Go there.
No, but you can't go in there, can you? What's going on?
Are you gonna tape?
Oh my god.
So dark.
Lots of
We made it! You came from the thing where they put the church, like, you know when they talk from the masses?
Oh,
when they
like
talk during mass? I think
yeah,
they go up
like
there.
an organist.
Not an organist, but like, you know the spiral where the, like, that's...
They're like
It's the
preaching.
No, isn't
No.
it the organ player
Not
who goes
the
up there?
organ player. You know when you go
This
up in
looks
the
like
church?
the confessional lounge.
No, not the confessional either.
That's no, I know the upstairs of a church.
It's
where
not the
org-
upstairs of the church, everyone. It's when you go up with when the priest is preaching to the choir, literally. That's what this is.
The priest is never behind us. I still have no idea what he's talking about. I tried to look up what he's talking about. No idea.
If I yelled, what? Oh my gosh! Like there's like this Filipino meme that I saw, where like the guy, like they were just like at a random place, like in the Philippines, and then they're like high up, and the person was like, "Pilipinas, game ka na ba?" And then everyone down there was like, "Game na!" It's like a game show chant.
Pilipinas, game ka na ba?
What's like an American meme
have no idea.
that I could say?
What's the one? Oh, what's the one? It's
Which
like
one?
a
Deal or no deal?
Red Robin.
Yum.
Red Robin.
Yum.
Nope, silence. It's a classy. This is a classy place. They're not
I know,
gonna,
I know.
They're not gonna
I don't
call
belong.
back. We're gonna get yelled at again,
know, he's
and you're gonna blame it on me.
He's already looking at me.
Yeah, he's probably gonna be like, I heard she was the one with the Red Robin idea.
Over there.
Where?
Oh my
yeah.
god, what if I was like, when I say Hillshire, you say Farm? Hillshire.
Go me!
Imagine.
No one's saying it.
No.
Don't even think about it.
I know, there's like, stop.
It's all fun and games. Till I get in trouble for your sins.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's pretty good use of that.
Yeah.
Actually. And here's Isabella herself.
Her?
That's our gal.
Is that Isabella? She's pretty.
Is this one by Sergeant?
Yeah, I think it is by Sergeant.
Sorry,
She's literally right here on the front page.
she looks.
She does.
Wow, she's an hourglass. Look at that.
Snatched away.
She's wearing Skims.
She's wearing Skims.
Well, the thing is, when you get your picture commissioned by like an artist, you can be like, tell them to do whatever.
That's also true.
Right? So Isabella at night would just, walk these halls, like Camilla said, to get a midnight snack.
This is spiky.
3 a.m.
Well, actually, so the 4th floor is not open to visitors. It has offices, but that was like.
Oh, it has offices?
But that was like the living quarters with like the bathroom and kitchen and her
Oh,
bedroom
that
and
would have been
stuff.
interesting to see.
Yeah. Our best guess is this is Caesar.
I don't think so.
Is that Julius Caesar?
Josh is just saying that because 2 of us agreed. He's like, no, I know
No.
more about art than
But who
you.
do you think
so
it is?
I'm an art history
Who
major.
is it then?
Brutus.
Plato.
Brutus? Isn't that a character in?
In Caesar.
Oh, no, but Caesar was real, right?
So? And Brutus was
In
the one that killed him.
I thought he was just in Shakespeare. I don't know.
Brutus
I'm
killed Caesar.
okay.
This is Aristotle. JK, I don't know.
So the museum actually has a great website where you can look up anything. So just to see who was right, I did look it up, and on the 4th page, we found that is indeed Julius Caesar. So this is actually a pretty good website, and it would take hours to go through the whole thing. But Camilla and I were right.
Yeah, if you want to see the
Like a slick layer, my thing. You're just like,
So would you live here? Would you live here?
I'm too poor for that. Can you out?
No, but what if you could? Would you live here?
No, I would get
Is
married.
this your vibe?
I would get married in here.
Nice.
Like, look at that.
Maybe a horse carriage? I don't know what this is, to be honest. Back to the website. So I went to the furniture section of the website to try to find this. And about 90% of that is chairs. And our girl Isabella loved chairs. And while I can relate, it did take me to page 34 to find this item. And guess what? It's a chair. It's fancy as hell, but I still prefer my recliner. This is the only mirror I've seen in this whole place.
Oh yeah, this is where I went through to get 3 years.
What is this?
This is a Botticelli painting. His name's Sandro Botticelli.
Do you know anything about it?
I love Botticelli. He did The Birth of Venus.
Oh, okay.
You know, when Venus has like on a clam and she's having her hair and like covering herself.
Oh, okay. And what is this right here?
I don't know.
Oh.
Is this a pot that you cook food in?
Yeah, make a lot of pasta and that.
Yeah.
Some nice spaghetti.
I don't belong. The
Oh, what?
guy is looking at me.
Josh, you know who this is?
It's in Latin right there, Alexander something.
What is it? Joke? I got your nose. Oh, you don't want to explain it? Why not? He likes this one because it's all the women's saints, but now he's afraid to explain it because he's gonna think that I'm gonna accuse him of mansplaining.
I'm not mansplaining. I have a minor in women and gender studies. Okay, cut that. I'm not mansplaining.
You wanted to explain it so bad, explain it.
This is the feminist thing because there's women's saints in there. They take
Speak
the
up.
majority of it. It is a feminist icon painting. There is a majority women saints, and that's amazing.
Okay, nice. There, Neil. There. You're off to a good start.
My knees are so.
Your arthritis?
Okay, that's.
Adam and
Adam
Eve.
and Eve. I figured that one out easily.
Josh, come here. Doesn't this remind you of The Wave by
Kinda.
Hokusai?
It does kind of actually.
So, as you can see in the reflection, I have my Mickey backpack, and we feel like we're getting some like looks by the security people. And I'm like wondering if they warned other people in the microphone about the girl with the Mickey backpack.
Like to take measure.
Yes.
Props.
Go. I found another very narrow door frame, so I'm gonna
probably
try
over
to
here.
go measure it. This one's even smaller. It's like 25. I knew it was smaller.
How do you do that?
Right there. She's famous.
Who is this?
Madam X. She's right there.
How is she famous?
So basically, they think that she's a whore, but she's actually not a whore.
Okay.
There's a whole YouTube video I can find you, but
Okay.
like she's fabulous and she's just a misunderstood woman.
Okay. Cool.
I won't bother with it.
These look modern to me. I like watercolors.
Yeah, I like
Anywhere you've been?
Oh, Angkor Wat.
Cambodia.
This is Cambodia.
Wow.
That looks like a water buffalo, right? That's Carabao.
She was in China.
There's some steps down here. this area here, I have not seen any accessible entrance for, but I'll try to see when I head up. We're coming up on Josh's favorite painting. He said it was his favorite when we got here, but then he said a few others were his favorite. So is this officially your favorite?
I guess so. I think
Will
it
you
is.
step in front and tell us a little about it?
I'm shy, guys.
Okay, you're shy? Just tell us. It's almost the end of the tour.
So, I think who painted this?
Oh, he has to Google it. That's why he's shy. He's making us feel bad this
So
whole
I'm reading
thing.
on Isabella Stewart Gardner website, which is very accessible and very easy. Just hello.
Do you agree? You're the UX
It is-
designer.
Yes.
It is a sergeant
I
painting,
haven't taken a look at it
Sergeant.
yet, actually.
Okay, it's a sergeant painting.
which means Pam knows him.
Oh, okay. Very nice.
Big this is.
I know, it's huge.
Cute. Yeah, I love it.
So this is Buddha?
I think so.
And you saw one in Thailand that was how tall?
Oh, I don't know. It's like bigger, wider than this room,
Yeah.
which is pretty big.
Yeah. I really want to exit this area because there's a crack. It looks like the doors open a crack and it's like roped off. So I don't know if someone's working there, but no one's allowed down there and there's a crack open in the door and they're already watching us with the backpack. And now upon further reflection, I realize that having a measuring tape is a little suspect when they had robberies looking at a door frame. But I was just looking for accessibility reasons. But okay, so we're I forgot to mention, if you're named Isabella, you can get in here free always. Just a fun fact, yeah.
Oh,
It's
wow.
true. So there is no accessible way to enter this small section. Well, I guess if they let someone in this way, it would be accessible, but maybe that's something to call ahead about, I'm assuming. It's a very small section though. So Josh keeps pointing out all the couples on their dates, and yeah, there's a lot.
It's cute.
Yeah, it's cute, but like, he's like, I wish that was me, but I'm
You wish it could have
reminding
been
him that we went here on, so what is it, the first
First
Thursday
Thursday.
of the month is free as long as you get tickets, which we got like a month ahead of time, so I'm like, these guys are cheap, Josh, so we're not losing out
I
on
think
much
it's so
'cause
romantic.
free. It's free. If it was not a free night, I'd be more impressed. Gift shop.
That's right. That's right.
We're gonna be leaving the museum in a minute. Anyone got any final thoughts?
I would. Me first. I could go here for 3 hours. Recommend a good afternoon here. Bring a boo thing, or by yourself. Be independent. Have fun.
Thank you for that very thorough recap. I think this is one of the more interesting museums you can visit, and like Josh said, it's not a full day trip like the MFA. And I like how it has like the garden, but also like tons of artwork of all different kinds everywhere you look. I think you can probably go here a million times and find something new every time.
Every time I've been here, always something new.
Yeah.
Love it here. It's like a very eccentric. It's just totally my vibe.
So I will say, before I came here the first time, and Camilla, you did say you thought the same thing. Just the name Isabella Stewart Gardner, and I knew about the garden part in the middle just from people posting it on Instagram. I thought there would be a lot more flowers. Yes, the palace has flowers, but the rest of the museum is very dark.
Yes.
And I was not expecting that. The
It's
middle
like
part.
Abercrombie dark. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, no, that's true, but it smells like
Oh,
roses
so dark.
instead of like cologne. But only in the flower part. But that's like the only part that's bright and airy and flower. So I was just expecting more right, airy flowers, and less like religion and other things. But it was interesting. It's an art museum and it's got a little bit of everything, so that's pretty cool.
Yep. Yeah, no, I really, my favorite part was probably like, would you say it's like a patio, terrace?
The courtyard?
The courtyard.
Yeah.
Cut that out. That was my favorite part because, like we said, we were expecting gardens,
And we got
I just
them.
love like that kind of scenery.
Yes.
But it was so cool to see like different kind of artifacts and like historical stuff. So yeah, it's a fun time here.
Yes. And we are leaving without getting in any major trouble, so we should better leave now.
Yes.
Okay, thanks for watching.
Bye.
Don't forget
Bye.
to like and subscribe.
My final recommendation is that you should go to this museum because it's very unique, and for the most part it is accessible, especially in the main part, and there's definitely enough to see in the main part. I would recommend calling if you have any specific concerns because it is one of those places that does favor history over 100% accessibility. But if you like art, I definitely think it's a very worthwhile place to visit.